What's been most on your mind the last couple weeks?
Do you want to go first?
No, why don't you? You have
Okay, so I just graduated from college in May, and I'm actually from Italy, but I've been here 5 years. Should I be looking at you, or
Doesn't matter.
I've been here 5 years for college. So I just got a job offer back in Europe, so I'm thinking about heading back, and it's just been a lot of like reflecting over what home means, you know, and where your base is in reality. If it's like a geographical spot, or if it's like an emotional connection with somewhere, or if it's, you know, somewhere that you've been the longest. So I'm just kind of wrapping things up, I think, in this chapter of my life, and just I think concluding with the fact that this has been home, you know. Yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about.
I guess in comparison, I've been graduated for a year. I've been working full time, and it's just sort of been that like daily routine at this point. But last week I had like the worst week,
So
and it was just all of those little things. And I kept telling Jeannie that like if one more little thing goes wrong, then you know it's like those little things that don't really matter. In 2 days it's not going to matter, but at the time it's sort of annoying. And then on Thursday when I was coming home from work, a woman hit my car. And so I've been going through that whole process of getting my car fixed, and it's just sort of figuring out, I guess, like how to take time for yourself and balance all of those little things that there's always something to do. I think that's like why we're walking tonight,
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
just to take some
take
time.
a breather, yeah.
Yeah.
Something you really enjoy, something you really love, or something that really makes you special?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got one.
You go first.
Okay, so she's my roommate, one of my roommates, but she's definitely my favorite. And the thing I love most, one of the things that I love most in like my everyday life is having breakfast with her in the morning. And so we kind of picked up this routine like in the fall in September, and it's one of the smallest things, but it's just like you wake up in the morning and you're kind of, I tend to be a morning person, so I usually wake up in a generally good mood. So I walk into the living room / kitchen area, and I kind of just wait for her. And there's just this like understanding that we watch out for each other in the morning. You know, like, should I get coffee? Should I make it? Like, and there, even if we're running late, or even if, you know, we have things that we need to be doing, there's always like at least somewhere between 5 minutes and an hour of like catching up, you know, and just kind of taking the morning for what it is, and just, it's very intimate, it's very special, and it feels very warm and very much like family, you know, and you kind of take it, and then you go about your day, and it sets a tone, you know. And I think we sometimes undervalue the power of the little things, but that one works for me.
We have like 1,000 roommates. we have 4 other roommates, and people are always over from like the time I get home from work until, you know, the time we go to sleep. So like our mornings is just me and Jeannie, and it's so nice.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess like something, it's a passion that I've recently discovered, is I really love cooking. I cook a lot for all the roommates and all the friends, and even when I'm alone. Sorry. So I don't know, it's something that I've been experimenting with, and I take a lot of pride and enjoyment when, you know, like my friends tell me that I'm a good cook.
So cute.
They really like my mac and cheese.
What would you say to your 10-year-old self?
I have it. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, no, you go. You've been killing it.
I've thought about these moments before.
You've been waiting to be
one day
interviewed.
it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna know. No. I've never been asked that. That's so interesting. If I could go back and talk to my 10-year-old self, I think I would tell her to. It sounds incredibly cliche, but I think I would tell her, follow through with your heart. I tend to be a deep feeler, and I tend to be someone that thinks a lot more with her heart than with her mind, and I've always been that way, and it's kind of my blessing and my curse. But if I could go back, I would say do it again, you know, and don't have it any other way. Like it's definitely been my curse more than it has been my blessing, but I think that's way to live a life as a human being. You know, it's through your heart, through your emotions, and through what feels right, as opposed to what you think is right. You know, so follow your heart. Yeah.
I guess mine would be don't be so practical all the time. I'm super logical and very practical person. It's just sort of the situation that I've always had to be in. My brother's a very chaotic person, so I've been a very practical one. And I think, you know, like, don't be so practical all the time. You know, don't be afraid to make those mistakes. And it's cliche, but
Yeah,
it's
but
true.
it's
You
the
know,
reality.
like,
Yeah.
make mistakes and, you know, let them happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
I
for
appreciate
sure.
it.
Absolutely.